I'm here today to talk about the courses that I run in the Akashic Records. I've been running these soul history workshops for probably about 10 years now, and now all of them, levels 1, 2, and 3, are available online in live teaching sessions with me. The Akashic Records are the energetic record of every experience we have ever had as souls on Earth. As such, they're just an invaluable source of guidance. The answer to any question that we have about our own lives and situation is available within the Akashic Records. So I teach people how to access this information, how to read their records for themselves and to read the records for others. And the emphasis also is on healing, because the Akashic Records are a wonderful place for healing. They have a beautiful high vibrational energy, quantum energy, that responds directly to intention. And so in these workshops, all 3 workshops, we look at healing, not only techniques for yourselves, but for other people as well. There are so many benefits to these courses, but I think the thing that excites me probably the most is so many people come to level 1, they doubt their abilities, and it's as if the Akashic Records gives them a key to open a door that's been shut for a very long time on this planet. Some of them may not keep working in the Akashic Records, but what the records teaches them is that they can access deep soul wisdom and connect with gifts and abilities that have been lost to many of them, for a very, very long time. Many of my students use this key and go on to unlock channeling abilities and other soul gifts, talents, and abilities that they also have possessed. There are so many benefits. I can't talk about them all now. I have written a couple of books, and if you want to find out more about me and the Akashic Records and the work I do in them, you can read these books. The first one is The Magic of the Akashic Records, and the latest book, which came out at the end of 2021, is Tragic to Magic, Beyond Suffering with the Akashic Records. So the Akashic Records can help you live a soul-centered and directed life. At this time on the planet, our so-called junk DNA, used to be called junk DNA, is being rapidly enabled. We all have these gifts and abilities. It's not just a select few. And connecting with them and using them in our daily lives can help so much, particularly at this time on the planet, when things are so uncertain and we're making this huge transition from the old energy to the new, from the past to a golden future. Things are a bit rocky at the moment, and the Akashic Records are really the best ascension tool I know. The more you're in your open Akashic Record, or even in the energy of someone else's, the easier it is to raise your vibration and move through this transition, this passage that humanity is taking at this time with ease and grace and joy. So the level 1 workshops consist of 3 2.25-hour sessions, live sessions with me, and smallish classes. The classes are usually not more than 30 people. They're interactive. In class 1, I teach how to open your Akashic Record and read it for yourself. I introduce you to the Akashic Records as well and talk about them. The second class is one where I teach how to read the Akashic Records for other people, and also how to connect with soul gifts, talents, and abilities, and positive lifetime experiences you've had in other lifetimes, past lives, or even future lifetimes. The third session of the level 1 classes looks at healing, and I teach a simple technique for helping you to get rid of, to clear and release imprints of limitation from this life and other lifetimes that are holding you back. So by that, I mean limiting beliefs, and a lot of us, feel on a deep level we're not good enough. So I'm not good enough is one. Feelings that are uncomfortable and don't help us, aren't helping us move forward, like self-doubt. and also release entrenched patterns of behavior, which some of us have had for not just this lifetime, but many, many lifetimes. For example, self-sacrifice and self-sabotage. And also a lot of us have fears that we have brought through from childhood or past lives. So we work with those as well. And there's a short introduction at the end of level 1 to the manifesting potentials in the records, because they're a wonderful energy for manifesting or bringing in what we want to create in our lives. I always say they're the energy of magic and miracles. Level 2 looks more at healing, and we build on the tools that I teach to heal yourselves, and we look at facilitating healing for others, not only emotional healing, which I've already talked about, those blocks, but physical healing, which is possible in the Akashic Records. With all my classes, I send course material, and there are booklets, and the level 2 one has templates, which I've successfully used with clients for healing. So that includes that. So everyone that does level 2 will get, well, level 1 and 2 gets course material, and level 3 as well, but more about that soon. So in level 2, I talk about the quantum energy of the Akashic Records, the 5th dimensional high vibrational energy, which the Akashic Records are a portal to, and some of the attributes of this energy in terms of responding directly to intention, not existing in linear time, so we can travel beyond time and space, and just introduce those in the classes to the potentials, the huge healing potentials for the Akashic Records. Now, level 3, until recently, has just been an annual residential retreat over a weekend at a centre, a beautiful place in New Zealand near where I live. It's an immersion weekend. All of those that come end up with a certificate, a practitioner certificate, but it's not easy for everybody to jump on a plane and come to New Zealand. So now I'm offering for the first time a version of this course that's online. So it's a smaller group. I'll post a practitioner certificate to all those that complete the course anywhere in the world. The level 3 course consists of 3 4-hour sessions with all the courses there's practice to do in between, and I encourage those in the classes to work with other members of the class. So it's a beautiful way of bringing people all over the world together, and often these friendships, these groups stay together after the classes, and the friendships are still going strong. So I love that aspect of it. So in level 3, I delve deeper into the healing. In every class that I do, I demonstrate my own techniques. But I understand, the thing that's great about the Akashic Records is that they're actually unique to every single person, and everyone will have their own relationship. So I don't expect people to do things exactly the way I do. So you definitely can bring them through and work with them in your own special way that suits you. People that do my classes, my students, often incorporate the Akashic Records into their own modalities. They sit alongside Reiki, EFT, lots of other modalities really well. And the thing that they do is they really open healing up to the soul. They give a soul perspective on what is happening with the person. And to me, true healing can only take place from a soul space. So that's what's wonderful about them. So level 3, the curriculum looks more into healing. We look at ways of facilitating inner child healing, of releasing, clearing, understanding past life trauma. That's quite a big part of what we do in level 3, and also things like familial or ancestral healing. Lots and lots of other little tools and tips for healing as well. And there's quite a comprehensive handbook for those that do level 3, which you can keep forever and work from and whatever. A lot of people go on to create their own businesses in the Akashic Records. A lot of my students do this. So the Akashic Records are a wonderful string to any bow. I'm passionate about them. I feel I'm here to teach as many people as possible how to access the Akashic Records and use them. to help themselves and others at this really, really significant time on earth, I would love you to join my classes. To find out more about them and dates and things, look on my website, www.akashicreadingsnz.com, www.akashicreadingsnz.com, and failing that, email me at chrisjwilson58, chrisjwilson58 at outlook.com. So thank you so much for listening to this, and I hope I can meet you. Lots and lots of love. Have a wonderful day.